Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, okay, so today's session will be discuss this oops. Okay, so it is a very important concept in a Java. So the main pillar also we can say this the full form of the oops is object oriented programming. Okay, so this is the very important in Java. I have to be learn this. So first of all, we'll be discuss this what exactly the meaning of this oop. Okay, so
Yes,
earlier I told you the full form is object oriented programming. Okay, so it's a one of the theory concept. Okay, so technique which help us to program the represent the real world scenarios through the programming. So what is this definition? So that it will be understanding in a further day. Don't bother about it. But so here what you can understand is very simple. So okay, so when you're developing any project or writing any codes, you required some OOPS concept. Why? Because some code reusability will be there. So for that reason, we'll be using the OOP. So become a programmer. So we cannot write a lengthy code. So we have to, try to compress that code. So how to compress that code? By using the different methods. So this is the one of the beautiful platform to develop a beautiful application. Okay, so here these are the important terminologies which we have in the OOPS, especially in the Java, that is class, object, encapsulation,
encapsulation.
inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. So total. Okay, so these are the things are present. So especially this encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism abstraction. So these all are the main pillar in the Java codes. Okay. So before that, we'll be understand what is that class, what is that object. Okay. So now you can see object. It's a common terminology which we using in a different programming language. Similar manner, this is also the same. So object is nothing but a what? It's a real world entity. Okay, okay, which has some properties and behavior. So each and every object, it has a different properties and it has a separate behavior. Okay, for example, if you take a mobile, something, whatever it may be, you can just select any one of the object. Okay, okay. If you select a human as an object, the human has a different properties and it has a different behavior. Yes or no? Different property
Yes,
means
sir.
it has a two legs. Okay, so legs he has, hands he has. Okay, like this, different things are available in the human body. Okay, so behavior means two legs, two eyes, two hands, like this. These are the different behavior. Few people has the one hand, one leg, like this also will be there. Okay, that is a different behavior. So that is actually called as object. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so when you're attending any interview, they definitely they'll ask you object and class. So what exactly the meaning? Object in the sense it's a topmost. Okay, that is the main thing. So class is nothing but a what? It's a blueprint of an object which is represent the property and behavior of an object. Okay, so as a variable and the method respectively.
Yes, sir.
So, or else you can say it is also one of the template of an object which represent the property as a variable and behavior as the method. So how see already we have learned this how to create the class, okay, how to write the method inside the class, everything we have already learned. Okay, previously we have discussed, so same concept. So majority they will be asking the difference between this class and object. Okay, so today it's a completely theoretical part. There is no practical session. Please, I have to remember these things. These are the important. So I already told you these are the main pillar of the Java, which are those encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. Okay, so will we understand how encapsulation will work, how inheritance will be work, polymorphism work, abstraction will be work. So before that, I will be looking to the brief definition of this. So encapsulation means what? It's a process of binding the property and behavior of an object together.
together.
Okay, so how it will be binding the properties and behavior, so that you will be understanding the future class. So next is inheritance. Inheritance means what? The process of acquiring the property and behavior of the parent to the child. Okay, simply you can easily understand. So your father has some, okay, assets, so you can access that asset, yes or no? For example, if your father has a car, you can also access the car, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so whatever the parent asset is there, a child can easily access that. So this is a inheritance. It has a different types, so everything will be discussed. Okay, to the next one. Then
Yes, sir.
polymorphism. It's very simple. Ability of an object to exhibit more than one form is nothing but poly means what? Okay, it's nothing but multiple. Okay, for example, your father, he will be working as a different character in the sense. So when he go to the office, he will be act as a employee. When he in the home, he will be act as a father. When he go to the function, he is the main responsible person. Like this, the one person can do the different behavior, or he can change like a different character. Okay, so this is called as what? Polymorphism.
Polymorphism.
Okay, so that you will be understanding the future class, don't worry. And abstraction, so it is a very important concept. Okay, abstraction, so process of hiding the implementation detail. In implementation detail means what? So whatever you are going to store the data, that data, it should not be visible to the end user. So for example, now you are using the different application. Okay, you know
Yes,
how
sir.
to use that particular application, but behind that, whatever the feature, it will be working as per your convenient. So behind that, the developer would have written some different codes, yes or no? Can you
Yes, sir.
able to
Yes,
see
sir.
that codes? No,
It,
impossible,
no.
yes or no?
Yeah.
So for that, okay, for if you take that mobile, okay, a mobile has a different you know components inside that. Camera is there, okay, CPU is there, RAM is there, okay,
Yes, sir.
different processor is there, battery is there. Can you able to see that? No, but you can
No.
use the mobile. Okay,
Mobile.
so whatever the inside present in the mobile, these all are the implements. Okay, so that implements you are going to hide by closing the back panel, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Ah, so visibly what you can see, whatever the applications are there, and whatever the things are there, that you can visible, right? One
Yes, sir.
second.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay, so now, so this is the very important thing you will be learning the further class. Don't bother about it. Before that, you try to understand this difference between class and object. Okay, so pretty simple that you can see. Okay, see what is this
Yes, sir.
class? Class is a logical entity. Hmm? Logical entity means, so it has some different properties. All the properties are present in the class. Object means what? Physical entity, a real word entity. Okay, so class represents the logic, but object represents the what? State and behavior. A property and behavior it is going to represent. The class can be created using the class keyword. Okay, so how to create the class? Can you just tell me?
Uh, like we should create one public class
Okay, so class can be created by using the class keyword. Hmm? Class name, that's it. Okay,
yeah.
Object can be created by using the new keyword. So new keyword, when we use the new keyword, when we come to the non-static, we'll be using the new keyword. Yes or no? Any non-static members is there, we need to create the object, correct?
Yes, sir.
Through the object reference only we can invoke that those things. So how to create the object? By using the new keyword. How to create the class? By using the class keyword. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
whenever you are going to create any class, the memory will not be allocated. Okay. But when
Yes,
you
sir.
are creating, means I'm talking about this heap memory. When you create the class, it will not acquire any space in the heap. Okay. But when you create an object, so it will be allocated in the heap memory. Yes or no? Every time if you use new keyword, new memory will be allocated in the heap memory, correct? So in earlier
Yes,
class,
yes,
yeah,
yes, sir.
we
Yes,
have
sir.
discussed that. Okay. So this one, and for each module we can create the one class, but for a one class we can create the multiple objects. So what is this? Each module we can create only one class, and for one class we can create the multiple object. Okay, so if I write one class, okay, multiple methods and unstatic methods we can have, and that multiple non-static method, if we have that, means obviously we can create the multiple object. Yes or no? Or if we have only one, also we can create the multiple objects by using the new keyword. With the main class, okay, so if you want to develop any module, so inside the main class you can have the multiple implementation. So that's why we can create only one class for each module. So I hope you understood this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when you obviously when you're writing any program, it will be a steps will be same.
Yes,
So
sir.
then will be understand this interface, sorry, inheritance. So or else also it is known as is a relationship. So what is the meaning of this interface or is a relationship? Earlier we already discussed this. Okay, so this is going to acquire the property of the parent. Okay, so multiple classes will be there. One class is the supermarket class, that is a parent class. It has some child classes. Okay, so child classes can acquire the properties of the parent class.
Parent.
So how I will be execute, and I will show you. Before that, you just go through the theory part. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
one class acquiring the properties of the another class is known as inheritance, or else also we can say this one class is accessing the properties of the another class is known is called as inheritance.
Inheritance.
Here property is defined as a method and variable. So it's a very important thing is it's an extends keyword. So whenever you want to access the properties of the multiple classes or different classes, you have to use the extends keyword. So extend keywords, it will be no, generating the relationship between the that parent class to child class. Are you clear? It's act like
Yes,
a
sir.
bridge or giving the connection, or can also say it's a is a relationship it is going to create in between the different classes. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's why extend keyword is a very important. Okay, so
Yes,
now
sir.
extend keyword is nothing but what I already told you. It's indicate you can creating the new class from an existing class. Okay, so here you can see one small example to understand. So if we have the class A, so that I
Yes,
will be
sir.
considered as a super class or parent class or main class or base class, anything you can say this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if we have another class, that is class name is B. Class A is a class name, class B is a class name of this class, but now I want to access the properties of this class A. How? By using the extends keyword. when you write this extends keyword, so then it will be making a relationship between the class B to A. Okay, so whatever the properties which have in the class A, that it will be completely coming to the class B. Okay, so which class has a extend keyword, that class we consider as a child class or subclass. If the class does not has the extend keyword, that is called as superclass. So I will not say this exactly that class if we don't have that extends key is superclass. Sometime if you don't need the relationship also, that particular time you'll be creating separately the same class or different class also. Okay. Okay. So according to the requirement, so according to the project flow, I have to make sure that it should be the base class and which should be the subclass. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Are you clear or not?
Yes, sir. I'm clear.
Yes. Okay. So now you can see this superclass and subclass. Okay. So the class whose properties are acquired is called as superclass
Super class.
or parent class, base class. I'll just give you a simple definition to understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the class who is acquiring the property is called as what? Child class. Okay, whichever class is going to access the property of other class, that is called as
Super.
child class or else
Child
subclass or derived class also we can say. So this is the simple example: class, superclass, class,
Class.
subclass,
Subclass.
extend to the
Super class.
superclass. Okay, so I will show you, don't worry. Okay, so before that we'll be trying to understand these things, then we'll be go to the things. First, superclass contains its own property. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Subclass contains the own properties as well as the properties of the superclass. So we cannot understand this. Okay, so first you can see here without the interface inheritance. Inheritance means just it's a is the relationship. Okay, so when I consider class father.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is assume it is a father. Father has a gold, a land, money, car. Okay,
Mm. Mm.
but
Yes, sir.
son is also has the what? Gold, land, money,
Money,
car,
car,
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Okay, so now you can see when you are not using the inheritance, what will happen? Whatever the father properties are there, we need to keep separately. Whatever the son property has there, we need to keep separately. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So here some common things are there. What are the common things? Gold, land,
Land,
money, car.
money, car.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
The father is also has this four, and son is also has the fourth thing. But
Yeah.
father gold is a different gold, son gold is a different gold.
Different
So
code.
whatever father he has a gold, land, money, car. These are all the things. These are the different properties that can be accessed by the son. Understand? Understood or not?
Yes, sir. Got it.
This son can access the properties of all the
Father.
fathers.
Father class.
But remember, father he cannot access the properties of son.
Son.
Father, okay, and he's a very beautiful person. He will never like any wishes to get the son's things, right?
Yeah.
As your father asking you to give that one, this one, no, he will never ask that, right? Okay,
Exactly.
father he will never asking the gold of son, the land of son, money of son, car of son, and especially the girlfriend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay. So whatever he made these achievements, all achievements also can be accessed by the son. So when we do the inheritance, what will happen? See, I'm just creating a father class. Father has all those things. Okay. Whatever the father he has, all the things also if we use the extend case or if we give the relationship, is the relationship between the two classes, then son is also access the gold of the father, land of the father, money of the father, car of the father, and also he has a separate property that is a girlfriend.
Mm.
So now I hope you clearly understood this concept.
Yes, sir.
No doubts?
No doubt.
Are you clear?
Yes, I'm clear.
Yes. Okay, fine. So these are the note point are there. Okay, I'll be share you that things. Okay, don't worry. So before that, so we'll understand one simple example. Okay, so we'll just
Yeah.
open the Eclipse and we'll be working on that. Okay. Yeah, it's opened.
Yes, sir.
Mm, okay. I'll be just creating one class. Okay, source folder. Okay, finish.
Yes, sir.
So which class it is? Father class. Correct or not? So we'll just
Yes, sir. Public class.
yeah, we'll just go to the same this example only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. One second. Okay. I'm sorry, I got a call. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is the father class. Okay. So father, he has what he has. He has a gold, land, money, and car. Okay. So now I'm going to create one of the methods. Okay. It's a gold method.
Yes, sir.
Mm, okay. I'll just print it. Okay. Uh, let me write father gold. Is it okay? Okay. Next, what he has a land. What? Land. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Copy this. Paste. Then it's a land. Okay. So I'll be creating the non-static for you. Okay. One more and one more. Correct. He has some money. Money. Then he has a car. Correct. Father's money. And so this is the properties of father. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that you can see father has a gold, land, money, and car. Okay, so now I'll be creating a one more class. That is child class. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so child is also has a different property. What he has? Okay, he's also has some gold. He is also everything he has. Okay, whatever a father has, same properties also he also has that things. So this is the general. There is no relationship between the father and child. Are you clear? So I don't want to
Yeah.
do like this. Instead of doing this, I'll be just using which keyword? Extends. Extends. So which thing I'm going to extend over here? Father. Is a no father class?
Yes,
Correct or
sir.
not?
Father plus. Father plus. Yeah.
Okay. So whatever the properties of the father, all it will be present in the child also. Child has a what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Girl.
Gold girlfriend.
Okay. He has a
Yes, sir.
girlfriend. So now what I'm going to do is I'll be creating some execution part. Okay. So this child has a acquiring the properties of father. Now I want to execute that things. So where I can execute. Okay. So now you can see here. Yeah. It's loading. Okay. So now I'll be creating one runner class. Already it has runner one. So now I want to create an object for that. Okay, so for which thing I'm going to create the object? Should I create the object for father, or else should I create the object of child? Okay, so which one should we do that? Okay, so let me create a father you know object. How
Yes,
to
sir.
create the father object? Let me
Uh,
first.
like father, public class,
Huh.
class, class father.
Father.
Father extends
Hey, how to create the object of this?
new object dot.
Ah, you already forgot those things, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So it's a reference f1 dot. See, if you do that, okay, father has a car and f1 dot father has gold. It's visible, right? Man,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
oh, what happened for this? Hmm. Father has
Gold,
gold and
land,
father has a
land,
land and then what he has also has father has. So you have to create the properties of what? Object of child.
object.
Okay. So let me just change this child to child. Okay. So child has a what? All those things. Correct? Okay. So now let me show you F1. So he has also the what? Girlfriend. Here you can see this, which is the child property, which is the father properties. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the things. Okay. So now let me execute this. Oh, what happened for this?
Hmm.
So I hope you understood. So due to some compatibility issue, I'm not able to execute this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So similar manner, you can create the object for the father, and you can create the father object for the child also. Okay. So then
Yes, sir.
whatever the property, you can easily access that. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do practice. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. So until that, Kadam with you. Will catch you in the next session. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But if you have any doubts, you can ask me.
Yeah, sure.